What is up, JG603 owner, operator, and of course, the longest reigning cruiserweight champion in TSW history, and truly the greatest cruiserweight in wrestling history. Back with another YouTube video, another hot round of power rankings here, ladies and gentlemen. We have got a loaded week in TSW. Of course, we got Thursday Throwdown. We also have Saturday night's main event, first time ever, 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, June 21st. You ain't gonna want to miss that one. So not only are we going to break down the power rankings, we're going to talk this Thursday, this Saturday. So much to dive into. Let's get it. What a week. Controversy abound as always in TSW. Of course, Tony heating back up once again. The Tony title defended successfully here. He'll be defending it again this upcoming week as a part of this European tour, guys, as we're going to be in live Glasgow, Scotland. Cannot wait to be there for that show. See what Tony's up to there. Of course, Mr. Benjamin back in action, part of a new trio. Looking to go for the trios titles here in TSW. We'll touch on those guys in just a little bit. Of course, we've got Z-Rock. I love you, Z-Rock. Holding down the fort as always, backing up your boy. Big things coming from my man Z-Rock. You can believe that here in TSW. And a bit of a reset for Dargan. AJ, former champions. Bit of a tumble here as they look to reset in TSW as well. But let's dive on into the TS25. Controversy abounds on the rankings in TSW, backstage, in the ring, and certainly gonna hear about it with this one coming at 25. It's Big Mac, man. I'm sorry, I hate to do it. You know, it's been a tough sledding as of late. You know, gotten off the card last. You know, it's been a tough run. You know, controversy with Chuck, controversy with Dargan involved in the match. Controversy certainly, Money in the Bank. I think Mech certainly front runner until Animal showed up. A lot of controversy. You know, He's been getting frustrated backstage, so I'm nervous, worried about what's next for Mech, but excited nonetheless, because I tell you what, he's electric in that ring. The pretzel rack, the chop suey, man, this guy is absolutely next level inside that squared circle. Another bit of controversy. We got Schmitty here, taken out, of course, was set to be the 8th man in the Money in the Bank. Still looking to find out who was the perpetrator, who was behind that attack. But we do know one of Schmitty's close friends, Animal, was there to save the day in terms of saving that matchup, of course. Steps in, ends up getting the win. Love to see it for Animal. Will be alongside, of course, Meme and LeBron here in the rankings. Of course, a part of the trios match. LeBron, a huge win over Fenn this past week, looking to take down the congregation. The chosen one become the chosen ones here as that trio look to become the new trio champions. And you know, an early title history, but already a vaunted title reigns here. Of course, nearly 100 for Team America, over 50 now for the congregation. We'll see how things shake out there. And another one, interesting to see how things go. We're talking DJ Scorpio versus Swanee. The Peacocks, the Cockadoodle Dudes battle one more time at Saturday night's main event. Excited to see how things shake out. Not quite sure the stipulation we're going to witness there. Rumors of a possible old school steel cage, I think, certainly draws the interest of the fans here. So we'll see how things shake out. It's going to be DJ Swanee Universal Championship. DJ never winning a singles title inside TSW, but legend in the tag scene. We'll see what DJ can do there at that big show. Someone who really been up and down, but might just have some momentum start to build here. We're talking Vibey boy. We're talking Wall Street himself. They've gone international. They've gone worldwide like they're Pitbull here. Mr. Worldwide, we call him Vibe. We're not going to call him that. I mean, maybe we will. But Vibe, of course, here, locked and loaded for that match with LBJ. And he unloaded some shots there. Chuck didn't seem to care. Not sure what that's about. Gotta think maybe Vibe got to Chuck. Chuck seems to have had some questionable morals in the past year, but Wall Street seems to have sunk their teeth now into the deeper layers of TSW. A big loss for LB, which I absolutely hate to see the way that went down, as he's trying to build momentum for this match with Boxie. Now coming off a couple losses, potentially, depending on how this next week's going to shake out. Rumors of a tag match sprouting up of Craigie LB versus Boxie and another individual. Not sure who he's going to bring. I'm not sure if Albrecht is necessarily ring ready at this moment. I'm not sure if he's been in training. I think he's happy to, of course, stand by, watching, waiting, commiserating. But talk about someone who hasn't been watching waiting, and someone I've been watching and I've been waiting to get rid of. God damn it, it's this guy, it's this clap guy. And enough's enough, man. And you know what? I'm sick of this. The challenge was laid out by JG this past week. A little jumbled up in the excitement, the controversy of the show that people seem to be implicating some dastardly deeds upon me, the man who runs the place, the face that runs the place. But clap, I'll give it one more shot. If this Thursday he can beat Z-Rock, I said you can do it mano a mano, no backup. See what you got. Well, clap. There's an old saying, an old adage that goes a little something like, be careful what you wish for, because you might just get it. Well, you'll be facing Z-Rock on Thursday, of course. If you win, you'll face JG for the title. If you get that far, you beat me, you win the strap. If I win, you never challenge JG for the Cruiserweight Championship again, right? Straightforward, done with it. But I don't think you're gonna make it to Saturday night's main event, clap. Because I tell you what, you're facing Z-Rock. There's gonna be no backup. Because you can't have backup inside hell in a cell. Yes, indeed. Like I said, be careful what you wish for, because you're gonna get it. You're gonna be going deep into the pits of hell with my boy Z-Rock, the Rocker, and you're getting dropped this Thursday inside Hell in a Cell. And we're done with it. We're done with Clap. He's back out of my sight, out of mind. And we're gonna continue on to 100 days with this title, because, ladies and gentlemen, if you didn't know, this Thursday, 84 days. Saturday, 86 days. If we clear Saturday night's main event, which, I mean, I'm not even expecting to defend the title there, let's be honest, guys. We're not defending that thing till we hit that hundo. You know what? It's that simple. It's that simple. An ultimatum here in the Cruiserweight division from JG603, the GOAT of the cruiserweights, ladies and gentlemen. But let's not hold this show up anymore. You guys aren't here to hear from JG or here for your rankings, where you settle on this thing. So let's keep this show on the road. Next up, we've got Prodigy bumping up one spot despite, a little inactive this week, but we do know he has a big title match in his future. Rumors have it of a challenge being issued this week, possibly for that Saturday night's main event show. So we'll hear from Prod real soon. Excited to see where he's going to throw his hat in the ring, so to speak, literally, actually. Moving on to 18 here. Controversy continues, staying at the 18 spot. We've got Raw Dog. He's gonna kill you. Definitely would have dropped down in the rankings this week if it wasn't for the way that show ended last week. Of course, we thought the show was over. Yunk celebrating a fantastic match with Dargan, which I think a lot of people were counting Yunk out on that one. Thought Dargantix was here once again, but no, indeed. Yunk retains the championship, but he's looking to take down Raw Dog, one of the baddest motherfuckers. Yes, indeed. We dropped one in here. We don't usually. Baddest fathers in the TSW. We're talking Raw. This is going to be an unbelievable matchup. The main event of Thursday Throwdown. Raw versus Young. Two big meaty men slapping meat. I can't wait to see how that thing shakes out. Talk about something we're interested to see how it shakes out. We're talking about Steph. Does drop back one spot, but only because flipping here with Roldy. Roldy gets the win over Tiger Jet. Controversy. A little bit of controversy. Roldy. Vicious assault towards the end of that match, attacking the joints of Tiger. Tiger Jet beloved here in the locker room and the crowd and the fans. You see the signs everywhere. And that assault, I think, really turned the ire, drew the ire of a lot of the fans, even backstage, the talent, shocked by what they saw, really. And how about maybe some call it incidental, but the taking out of Miss Hudat flying off the apron, absolute chaos there. We hear there's going to be some form of tag match this week, a contendership situation once again. See how that shakes out, but I think this is one to keep an eye on here in TSWs. I think there's been a changing of the guards here around this superstar. But moving up in the rankings here, it's going to be an interesting next 5 here. We've got Fend coming in at 15. Of course, one piece of the Trios champions. Took a loss this week. You know, a pinfall's a pinfall, championship be damned. Great title reign, but momentum starting to maybe shift away right now for the congregation in TSW. Next couple entrants, a little jumbled here. I'm gonna bear with me. Jen's gonna split these up. You know, Jen inactive this week. We're not gonna bump her out of that spot she's been in. She was at the 15, so she bumped up 1. Didn't want to knock her back. Technically inactive, continuing to defend the title successfully. We've got Rox here, inactive at ringside for that matchup, and of course Fritzy, still undefeated here in TSW in singles and tag acciones. Now, moving right along, this is where things really start hurting my soul a little bit as a true fan of TSW. We got LBJ dropping back here, the 11th spot outside the top 10, losing that damn +1 boost, but he'll have another opportunity to get a win back this upcoming week. Again, mentioned some tag action, him and Craigie looking to get a big win there over the champion here in TSW, but right now, took a loss, out the top 10, but you never know. You never know how things are going to shake out inside the ring any given Thursday, Sunday, however you may call it, however you may see it. LBJ, you never count this man out. He has been absolutely electric inside that ring, and talk about electricity. How about Nuggy up into the top 10, gets a +1 boost here, undefeated. Great win over the competition this past week. Love what I'm seeing right there from one half the tag champions. Of course, not defending the titles at the moment. On paper, interested to see how things shake out for them. You know, we're gonna see. It's a loaded division right now. A lot of ebbs and flows. So I expect them to defend those titles outside of the main event, but not quite sure who against yet. Diving through the rest of this top 10. Gonna be a little static towards the top, a little flip-flopping here as we have Animal. Animal does rise to one spot, kind of incidentally, as the situation may have it here. Animal, of course, Mr. Money in the Bank, looking to go for the trios titles. Big save there, laid out at the end of things, but we can confirm Animal will be in singles action with a member of the congregation this week. Cannot wait to see how that happens. First time you'll have one of those guys one-on-one, mano-y-mano inside that squared circle. Now, the top 8. Staying pat as Swanee, of course, getting ready for that match with DJ. See how things shake out there. Touch on that a little bit earlier. Possible stipulation rumblings. We'll see how things go for Swanee, but he has been absolutely fantastic this year. One loss, but one that I think he should have won. I don't know how he got reversed and put away in that way after that huge bump off the top of the ambulance from DJ, but man, oh man, has Swanee looked incredible. Also looking great this year. The Giant, we're talking the thickest of cheddar. Daddy-O's, of course, reigning, defending BMI champion, continues to hold down the fort. Rumors of a possible open challenge this week to really cement himself right now as the top man in the BMI division in 2K25. Now, this is going to be interesting. Number 6, we've got Emma Rose, still at number 6. Great win in that contender match. Looking good right now. Looking real good right now. Possible contendership match next week, but you know, I think Emma, fighting champion right now, beating everyone you line up against, dying to see where this title reign continues to blossom. Staying pat at number 6. Staying pat at number 5 is Landmark. Not moving these guys either. Landmark and Finn, indeed, back-to-back, staying 4 and 5. Reigning defending tag team champions. 123 days. As of this upcoming Thursday, they'll defend the titles again. They'll open the show again. These guys have been absolutely unbelievable to watch. Cannot wait to see who eventually takes them down. Now, the top 3. I'm not happy about it. Staying at number 3 despite defending the championship against everybody. Doing everything I can in TSW. The face that runs the place. The greatest cruiserweight in TSW. No, in wrestling history. And we're sitting here at number 3. And I don't like this one bit. I gotta get a hold of this damn power ranking committee. Something's afoot here, and I don't appreciate it, damn it. Number 2, though. Still going to be Boxie. You know, at this point in the rankings, you kind of gather the situation. The top 8 that they're really good right now, guys. There's nothing I can do about it because number 2 is Boxie. We'll touch on both these guys specifically, but then of course number 1 is still Yunk. I mean, these two have been unbelievable. For Boxie, of course, a great win over Craigie this week. We know we'll be in tag action this week. A lot of momentum on this guy's side as the number 2 +2 here, plus a multi-match win streak for Boxie. Excited to see how things shake out. Saturday's main event. The main event. Rumors of just a possible straight-up singles match between Boxie and LBJ. I think something that a lot of people are kind of low-key excited about. And then number 1, 22-0. The 21-1 is not a thing here. I know it felt like it when Dargan came out, hit the surprise punch, the spear, all the shenanigans. But Yunk, the tank, keeps on trucking. But he's got Raw Dog this week. Former heavyweight champion, the baddest mother father in TSW bar none, ladies and gentlemen. Man, that sparks fear in everyone the moment you hear Raw's gonna kill you. Well, is Raw gonna kill the undefeated streak of Yunk and the dreams and hopes of everybody in the TSW audience, fan base, and backstage? We're gonna find out. Main event Thursday. Throwdown, big matches, Yunk versus Raw, Clap versus Z-Rock. Appreciate y'all, though. That's all we got for you today. Y'all been the best. Y'all been too sweet. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, notification thing activated, and all that good stuff. Woo! Appreciate you. Bye. Refreshing.